And we're rolling from a phone. I did not want this to be my first YouTube video. I never even thought I would post a YouTube video. However, I've seen a lot of commentary on the school shooting that happened here in Winder, Georgia. All right, I'm from Georgia. My travel softball team has played in Winder in Barrow County several times. It is a crap hole of a county. All right, now none of that has to do with what happened there at Appalachia School in Winder, Georgia. But what I keep seeing is commentary from team guys, special operations guys, talking about these school shootings, and they'll break it down into what they think about it, and their analysis of what happened, why it happened, and all this. And what we're starting to see now is we're starting to see the government charge parents, like Colt, whatever the crap his name is. Kids shouldn't be alive, by the way. We got to stop doing that. Look, if you are going to take it upon yourself to take whatever type of weapon, either your hands, knife, gun, semi-automatic bolt action, whatever, if you are going to take that and go and kill as many people as you possibly can because they are all in a confined area, you forfeited your right to live. So for the police department of Barrow County, boy, that kid should be dead right now. Colt, whatever the heck his name is, should be dead right now. He forfeited his right to live that day. Okay? He took the lives of 4 people. He wounded many others. But he fucked up everyone's life that was there. Generally, I don't want to use that language, but that's what happened. Okay? Those kids' lives will never be the same. Okay? So, what they're doing, the federal government is starting to charge parents for these crimes. So they're charging the kids that commit these crimes, even though they shouldn't be alive. Why are they doing that? The federal government is responsible for the Department of Education. Okay? You understand that? So, in short, it is their responsibility to keep our kids safe. The way they get around that is to blame the gun, the person who did the shooting, the parent who bought the gun for the kid. And I think I've even seen in a couple of cases the gun dealers up north a couple of years ago that they were trying to charge them. This is a diffusion of responsibility by the federal government. You understand that? They're responsible for our kids' safety at school. If we don't send our kids to school, they'll send out their cronies and try to put us in jail for truancy. All right? Until we start holding them accountable for the safety of our children at school, this will continue to happen. Happens for a very specific reason. They use these incrementally, slowly, to scare you into taking your rights away. That's why they're charging parents now. Parents are all across the world thinking like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What if, you never know, here's my gun, take it away. It's the government's responsibility. So we're not going to fix that until we take it out of their hands like everything else and put it back in the states level. Put it back in the voters of the states where these things happen. Whether or not we can have armed guards at our schools, which is a no-brainer. Why? It's so stupid that we don't already have it. I've heard several team guys say, give me 10 men in the element, 10 well-trained men in the element of surprise, and I can sack any American city. I've heard several team guys say, give me 6 men in the element of surprise, I can sack any American city. And you can go ahead and add on up to 100 people, blah, 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 all the way up to the government level. Okay? So, your proof is right there. Give me one kid in the element of surprise and he can kill a whole bunch of people at school. Now, if you've got one team guy who's already got a plan, and there's already a protocol in place, and he is standing in front of the school with his rifle slung, not in the administrative position, in the combat ready position, okay, these shootings will stop. The government knows that. So, for the parents that are involved, and even us as the citizens of Georgia, we should file a lawsuit against the federal government for neglecting to take care of our children. It can happen. Now, I'm not saying that any of us would ever use that money to keep. I think we should sue them, win, by the way, and then give that money back to people affected, and also start getting some salaries paid for some team guys who are sitting around and ain't got nothing to do right now. Okay? They can protect our kids. I've trained with them. I've worked with them. I've listened to them. I've paid attention to how they do things. I've seen that little switch. I've seen their eyes. I've seen that thing that they all have that we don't have because of their training. So, please, anybody correct me if I'm wrong. But, again, in short, the Department of Education is a federal controlled department, not a state controlled department. They have to put the responsibility on everybody else besides them, when in fact it solely lies in their hands. It is their responsibility to keep our kids safe at schools. Okay? So, if this makes sense to anybody, if I need to make any corrections, please let me know. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video. Didn't want it to be this, but I'm fucking tired of this happening. Okay? I'd do it for free. If I had the time, I would go and protect my local high school or whatever for free. I would do it. Simple. And it is that simple. All right, don't forget it. Again, let me know if I made any mistakes, any corrections I need to make or address. I will. If I'm completely off base, let me know. But if not, and until then, let's start filing a lawsuit against the federal government to keep our kids safe in schools. Peace.